Yeah, and they try to get a clap every time. Dude,
It's called
this,
dabbing up, but yeah.
this, what?
It's called dabbing up.
Oh,
Dab.
whatever.
Shoot, I've been doing that for a while. We get really good.
We get-
I got one. Yeah. We've gotten some
Me
good
and
ones.
Matt,
It
we can
clapped
dab up every
so
time.
loud. Like, it echoed in the office.
I bet.
This was, like, the best one, hands down.
Oh, wow. That natural lighting
You weren't there
is
when I did
excellent. Okay. Wow.
What?
I took down this curtain so I could open the window in here.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know.
We get it. You're glistening. It's whatever.
I am glistening. Yeah. That's a good word for that.
You're a freaking glazed donut right now.
And that segues into you should use some facial cleanser because you're a little shiny. It's a little shiny. So
Oh,
shiny.
the other day.
Yeah.
So I've been having.
Glistening on your lip.
No,
No.
but I wish I did. That'd be nice. I use Carmax and it just doesn't glisten the right way. But I've been doing
Really?
shakes in the morning, protein shakes.
Okay.
Can you lower your microphone so your face is better?
Facial.
Yeah, actually there. Lift it up a little bit. Just a little,
No.
little. Right there.
Put your foot,
That's
one foot in.
perfect.
Okay, now put your foot out. Okay, now put your foot in. Now shake it all about. Do the hokey pokey.
Okay,
And you turn. Okay.
But I've been doing morning shakes, right? Little protein shakes.
Okay.
And usually I'll brush my teeth and then wipe my mouth and then everything's fine, right? And I just go about my day. The other day, I go and pee at work and it's like halfway through the day and I turn around and I see I have like a milkshake mustache. And I got in at like 7 a.m. and it's now 1 in the afternoon. And nobody told me. Not one.
Like, was it really profound?
Oh yeah. Like if you were talking to me, you'd be like, okay. Like
That's how afraid people
Wipe your
are
mouth.
of you.
if somebody's coming up to me
And
they
that
have
is
a,
where we come back to White Lies Part 2.
That's exactly. Picking up where we left off. That's why we don't tell you. Sometimes it's better for you.
okay,
Actually,
but
in this case, though, we can
I
argue
always
that it
tell
would be better for
people
him.
when there's stuff on there. I'm like, that's all I can look at.
if your fly's down, if you have something on your face,
Oh man,
I immediately say
this is-
something.
But this is the fly thing is difficult because what always
Why are
goes.
you looking down
That-
there?
thank
No,
you,
no, no,
thank
no, no,
you.
no, no.
I'm like, okay,
Thank you.
go out with
Thank
your
you.
dick out then.
No.
Rock out with your. Anyway,
I just go near them and I go, barn doors open. That's all I say.
okay.
If you get it, you get it.
Or-
if you don't, you don't.
You selling hot dogs?
Selling hot. That's my other go-to. Is you
But
selling
you know
hot
what the
dogs?
comeback to that is? Hey, pythons need to breathe too.
You gotta air your shit out once in a while. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you're
but
not right.
but the whole why are you looking down there? I'm like,
You know what? Goodbye.
it's pretty easy to see that your fly is just like completely down. Like you know when they're, you know when and it's like
Yeah, it's like open.
like half of it
yeah,
is over.
yeah.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
it's
Like,
pretty.
not
We
okay.
gotta stop acting like we're not all looking at each other, okay?
I mean, yeah. Seriously,
We're human beings.
we're gonna look.
We look at other people's
We're not gonna
parts.
go around and be like, "How's his fly look?"
I generally walk around
My
running
fly
into things
doesn't-
because my line of sight is up here all the time.
Oh yeah, dude.
in order to make sure.
I'm tripping constantly over my own feet because I can't even see them.
I'm like, I'm not gonna look below the top of your head level.
Neck under.
Neck under. No.
Never seen it.
Dangerous.
Never seen it in my life.
I don't even know how to put on a
I'm
shirt.
looking at all boobies.
I actually, my
like,
no. I actually
Full
taped off
disclosure.
my glasses so that I can't see under here. It's
just walk
so
around.
hard. It's so
you
hard
go
to pick.
to work with shades on.
You're just walking around with a piece of paper that goes from here all the way down. You're like, I
it's so
can't. I don't know.
stupid.
I don't know.
Hey, that's how I do it.
It's
all
so
right?
stupid.
My INF rate is really high.
It's really high. I can't see anything. I don't even know what I'm grabbing half the time, unless it's on the top shelf.
I don't know why it keeps telling me that's the wrong item.
Yeah.
That's so true. Bloop.
Anyway,
so
Man, no one told you about your...
my milk stash, yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was thick.
If I was there, I would have told you.
you could have been like, milk does do a body good.
It could have been a commercial.
It
It was close to that.
Yeah.
It was close to that.
That's not where I thought you were going with the story. 'Cause you were talking about your lips and the CarMax wasn't working right, so I thought you were
That
gonna...
was for him,
Oh.
for the glistening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, but I mean,
I thought you're...
I was like, the shift was pretty much over. Like, I had 2 hours left.
So I think the key here is make sure to brush your teeth and look in the mirror
Yeah.
after
Don't
you've
just
had
brush
the
your
shake.
teeth. Don't just brush your teeth. Look
You
in the
didn't
mirror.
look in the mirror?
No, it dried. So when I wiped, I got all the wet, and I didn't rub to get the dry, because I'm not walking around with a wet stash, right? It's dry. It was completely dry. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
You know what? I grew up.
With the wet stash.
No.
Okay.
There was a girl in my class. Her name
Who
was
had
Riley.
a wet stash.
She
It's
had
so
a
weird.
she had a milk stash every morning, and I would always like in my head I was like, how do you leave the house like that?
Did
now
you
I
tell
know.
her?
No.
See?
No.
Okay.
No. This was a very strange girl.
Okay.
She didn't talk to me,
Okay.
so I wouldn't talk to her.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Strange.
But if she was my friend, I would have been like, you need to wipe your mouth. It looked ridiculous. But
Fair enough.
anyway, I always wondered how it happened, and now I know.
Yeah.
You just leave the house.
She might still have a milk stash.
You know, she had a real stash too. She had the
Little whiskey.
no, they were pretty big whiskey.
I know.
Some girls get it. I feel bad
Yeah.
because you can tell that they're like, don't look at it. It's like it's just hair. It's fine.
Yeah.
Calm down.
I
Hi,
got
how
lucky.
are you?
I get little blondies.
Yeah, literally everybody. Most people do. If you don't have hair on your head and your face,
It's called alopecia, isn't it?
it's alopecia.
Alopecia.
Yeah.
I got that alopecia.
Yeah.
Keep my wife's name.
That was that was so good.
That was awesome.
That
broke the internet.
That was
Yeah,
the
oh, yeah.
highlight of the year.
I went on Reddit and it was every single post.
2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years.
That
I
was the
just
highlight.
don't know. Like, when it happened, I kept thinking, what possessed you to think that was the time
To stand up
to stand up and
and
do something?
have a problem.
Considering, as an actor, I can only imagine the number of awards shows and everything that he's attended, knowing full well
I mean,
that giving the audience a hard time is part and parcel of the experience.
But
And
I
you
think-
chose that.
I think a lot of it just stemmed from him feeling like I'm not a man,
Yeah, his
so I need to like.
relationship was just
Well, yeah, but
jacked.
like I think it went
Well,
so.
their kids are
Yeah, a
that's a whole
problem.
nother story.
Wasn't she like dating one of her son's friends?
Yeah, something like they were.
Yeah,
Hooking
like
up.
that's just
Yeah.
insane.
But you have to realize, all that insecurity. He was like, I gotta make a statement right now.
Yeah.
Dude, this dude it's like prison. Like, think about prison.
like prison.
No.
It's
When-
celebrity
if
prison.
you get-
imagine celebrity prison.
Match.
I'm sure they could
Celebrity
make a show.
prison deathmatch.
And
After
all
the apocalypse, when they all get locked up.
What are you talking about after right now when they all get locked up?
I mean, yeah,
Did he?
yeah.
But
Hide.
Hide.
yeah.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
gone
he
forever.
sure did.
He's gone forever.
Can't be doing that.
Well,
Generally frowned upon in society.
yeah. Who knew,
Even if
right?
it happened 20 years ago, they'll did
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I said even if it happened 20 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Not okay then is still not okay now.
Who
Yeah.
knew, right?
Yeah.
Your demons come back.
Yeah. Poor Hyde, whatever his real name is.
Look this up. Dan something.
Masterson.
Yeah, Dan Masterson.
Masterson?
Danny. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That sounds right. Anyway,
Let's go.
why
with
does
that.
it matter?
Why does it master? Son?
Yes, exactly.
That's a different person. Hyde is something else. So
Yeah, true.
it's a character. I like Hyde. I don't like Danny Masterson.
Yeah, the character
True.
Hyde
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah.
That was like a classic, like
Yeah.
like every generation had that guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'm on the
Yeah.
episode where him and Jackie are doing.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's just yet another in a long line of examples of people, sadly, 99.8% of them being male, who are in a position of celebrity and just assume that that gives them the right to act however they want and that there's no
Well,
repercussions for it.
Not only act.
Caleb goes, and that brings us to today's topic.
And that brings us to squirrel nuts. Anyway, I was about to say squirrel nuts.
On the asphalt. Chile.
But yeah, just
I don't know. I'm waiting for the day for there to be like no celebrities.
yeah, celebrities kind of
Like for them not to matter.
Mm.
They're sorry, let me
Yeah.
rephrase that.
No, I know what you mean.
For their point of views not
to control the entire world.
yeah, to have zero control over children, people, mindsets and television and movies, blah 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 blah, all that. Let me turn off this fan cuz I just realized it's probably loud.
What?
Huh?
Hopefully we can't hear that.
You're what?
What?
Did you say that again? Cool whip.
Oh, somebody's smoking a reaper.
Oh, our neighbors are freaking nuts. Like, this guy is always yelling about something, and then we just hear her crying, yelling. And then on my day off, I heard slamming, and then a lot of arguing. And then finally, the final slam was him storming out of the house and driving off.
Oh, man. That's not good.
He also works at the Domino's. So.
Somebody went into our family bathroom the other day, and
You guys have a family bath?
you know the one that at y'all's that's by the pharmacy?
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And decided to toke up something powerful in there because I walked in and was like, whoa. So I put the little caution sign up and then sprayed a bunch of that it's like sanitizer, but it also, kind of thing. It was short of a cloud of smoke. It was permeating. And I was like, I walked in and I was like, I need to get out of here immediately because it was that pungent.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, I don't
Yeah. I don't
need
need that
to smell like
I don't need
this
that
at all.
in my mouth or
In my eyes,
Yeah.
in my ears, anywhere near me.
it was probably some teenager just
I'm sure.
just like
Oh,
Whatever.
Man.
Yeah.
We've just been getting different groups.
teenage kids are rowdy
It's
now.
it's been getting
Yeah.
wild.
Don't get me
Oh.
wrong.
Okay, the yelling one was just hilarious that he scared Zach.
I mean, yeah.
What?
Some kid, I guess he was like hiding throughout the store and then would pop out and like yell, like really yell at people, guests and stuff. Yeah, he was scaring the crap out of people. And then he scared one of our fulfillment team members.
He's a big Ukrainian
He's like
guy.
6 foot something, but
Huge
he
dude.
got
But he's a
cute.
teddy bear. Like,
Okay.
Oh,
so just
poor
picturing
baby.
him, getting scared, and then
then
he
he
gets
just
really
gets all
angry.
mad.
Oh yeah, that's usually after you get scared, usually the immediate go-to is anger.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
we
patting.
couldn't find them. Couldn't find them.
But okay,
Probably
don't get me wrong.
ran out of there.
Back in my day, teenagers were rowdy, but now seems like it's amped up to like a weird level.
Well, so
Yeah.
we were rowdy, so to speak, but all the stuff that we did was not like in stores or anything. Like we didn't go into establishments and act like that was not it. Granted, we were dumb, we'd meet at the 7-Eleven in town, and then
Spot, man.
go out to like find
Yeah, you get
some
rowdy.
abandoned roads,
Yeah.
and we'd be rowdy out there. But the idea of going in someplace and acting like an idiot was
I mean-
not something that crossed
See-
my mind, and I don't understand where that pivot took place. I think it's the 2.5, 3 years of that lack of social interaction and everything, and they're stunted.
Oh yeah, that'll
Well,
mess you up.
I think it goes past that because
And just
my
look
generation-
at the parents now.
there were people that would do that.
That's a big thing too.
The parents, just looking at
Oh,
the parents
yeah.
now.
They just don't care anymore.
But my generation, we kind of did that stuff where like we would go in somewhere and you get a little rowdy, you get kicked out, and everything's you move on,
Yeah.
right? Like that was the day. We got a little out of control. It
Do
was
it for
fun.
the talk, bro.
Yeah, no,
Do it for the
there was
talk.
none of that. So
No, not you. Now.
Wait, what?
do it for the gram.
You gotta do it for the talk. TikTok.
Oh my god!
You're like,
Well, and then what blew up around 2018, 2017? What blew up the most? People that were in like Walmart messing with people.
Right.
People that were
what
Oh.
did they do at
yeah.
2092?
Okay, so I'm standing at the front. Okay,
we had
normal-
some good times. at
normal
our store.
day. I think it was like a normal weekend, so there's just a lot of traffic
Yeah.
coming in and out. And this dude comes in with an all black suit, like onesie with the face covering and everything.
Yeah, this was such a big trend.
He runs in and dive bombs 3 mannequins. Just jumps, just flying through the air. I just see this
Took our
guy
girls right out.
in a onesie flying through the air, knocks over all the mannequins, gets up
Oh.
and says, I can't remember what he said. He said something really stupid and then like did a little pose and then ran out. And I just remember like thinking like, you did that for like 100 people to
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
You did all that just for 100 people to go.
Yeah,
Just
pretty much.
to literally laugh a little bit and then scroll past it. Maybe
Yeah.
get a like.
Yeah.
Or the destroying of our bathrooms with like paint bombs or whatever they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously,
Just- oh yeah, yeah.
man.
Destruction of property. It's don't get me wrong, it can be fun, but not when it's completely irresponsible.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that there's.
We used to just throw around like empty bottles.
What?
Yeah, we would just there was this big concrete tube and like wall, like almost like a reservoir
Yeah.
kind of thing. We would just go around, collect a bunch of like, huge vodka bottles from the trash and like beer bottles, and we would just stand on the bridge and just chuck them over a road into this, like it was probably like 50 feet, and just watch them explode on the concrete. Yeah,
that's super
it's super
satisfying.
stupid.
That is super
I
satisfying.
would wanna do
I agree
that.
with the satisfaction.
Oh,
Yeah,
breaking
I-
the ice, like really when the
I utilize the compactor for that.
thing
If
frozen.
I just am feeling some sort of way,
when we had the
me crush
fr-
them.
I
Dude.
literally, I'll be like, did baby seat come in that can't be resold? I need it. I'll be right back.
Oh, when we had our freeze over and the power went out, and then we had to literally throw away
everything away.
all, and we got the, what is it called? The overtop? Is that what it's called?
The overtop. What?
Yeah,
what do
the
you mean?
giant dumpster that they drop off. I think it's called an overtop, or
I just called it a dumpster, but okay, yeah.
no, they call it like a something top. Anyway,
Do we have to know that though? Like, it's just a dumpster.
it's just the name that they call it. I don't-
Okay,
it's on workbench.
Nobody's
That's-
yelling at you.
They don't use the word. Maybe
Yet.
dumpster isn't politically
Yo, get
correct
these
anymore.
Squirrel nuts out of here.
Maybe dumpster isn't politically correct.
I don't know.
I might have
Somebody
upset
probably
somebody.
canceled
You know what?
dumpster.
You know what? You're right. Damn it, you are right.
Somebody
Because
canceled
the other day,
It's a dumpster, but no one has called it a dumpster. They call it an overtop, whatever.
the other day, I said something.
Open top. It's called an open
Open
top.
top. It's
Okay,
an
okay.
open top.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's been an open top.
But no, you're right.
But wait, what happened with the open top?
Oh, it was the best. Because it was me, Becky, Jazz. We were... I don't remember if Adrian was there. Jamie, it was his day off, and he did not come in. But I think they were all there.
I was there that day, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were there.
I was like the
Um,
only person that
I-
came in at the front.
I think Adrian was just dealing with other stuff, but it was me, Becky, and Jazz, and we were just loading everything up, defecting it all out. The kimchi, like glass bottles.
Oh, just chuck, yeah,
The
yeah.
eggs, we were just like, it was the best. It was the best. Yeah, it was fun.
But you were right about
Open top containers?
no.
No.
Not well. Yeah, you were.
Simple words
about
like that
but
get canceled.
simple words that are not allowed to be used anymore.
Homeless people.
You can't say homeless people.
It's transients.
It's transients.
Like what? I didn't even know that homeless people was not allowed anymore.
Yeah, you have to
you can't say that.
transient.
It's not allowed. You can't say handicapped people.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
Can't say handicapped.
What are they? It's disabled?
Movement impaired?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't know.
I thought.
Maybe it's disabled.
I'm
I think
pretty
it's
sure
disabled.
disabled
I think
was
it's disabled.
which sounds worse.
It's
It
the
does. It
preferred
does sound
nomenclature.
worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, can't say handicapped.
I feel like
We're all a little too sensitive. Yeah.
well, I was gonna try and be more profound than that. That's pretty profound. But I was gonna go more in the direction of a label or a word to describe you, or that is used to describe you, is only going to be of impact if you allow it to be.
I mean, there you go. But a
Right.
lot of people don't register that. Like, if you came in and you were like, "What up, Whitey?" Of course, I'm gonna be like, "What up, dude?"
Yeah.
You know, like
Right.
it is what it is. Like,
But somebody other than you
I
might
was
be like,
Snowflake.
somebody other than you might be like, what did you call me?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
see what you're saying.
Well, let's circle back to Will Smith, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
he had an opportunity to show that he was a man, and he took it.
Mm-hmm.
He had an opportunity to say, "Oh, I'm in front of cameras and my wife. I can make a statement right here and show this fool that I don't mess around." Again, I'm going to circle back to the prison thing. If you're in prison and somebody disrespects you, you have to act, or else you're a bitch. Like, that's how
Yeah.
they see it.
Copy.
And I think that's like most men have that. It's like if you step on their nuts, their squirrel nuts, they're gonna retaliate.
What'd you say?
Literally, hey, say it to my face.
Say it to my face.
And then
I
you
did
say
just
it-
say it to your face, but say it closer to my
No,
face.
say it closer to my face. Get inside my face. Isn't that crazy though? To just be like, "Oh, I need to prove myself."
It comes back
So
to
give
the
me an opportunity.
measuring tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me show you how big my squirrel nuts are.
That's
And then they open their fly, and then I'm like, your fly's down, bro. Everybody can see your squirrel nuts.
That's
Yeah.
why I love when like a woman is fully in charge above them all. Just comes in like, what? Put those away.
I mean, anyway,
yeah.
men
Help.
change. They need
Need
change.
help.
Yeah,
I mean, really.
they
They
need.
need to chill out.
Well, they need some
Get
security.
some estrogen in there, okay?
I don't think they need any of that. I think that's what messed it up.
Yeah, I would say security for sure. I think
Yeah.
if you are content with the idea of who you are, that's a big start.
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay, I am not going to walk around picking fights with people. Not only am I skinny and small, but I'm old. Older. And that's just never been in my genetic makeup.
There you
Like,
go,
I'm
yeah.
not looking to pick a fight. So I don't feel the need to. Now, I mean, of course, we could rabbit hole this and be like, well, what if you were raised and you were bullied when there are probably a lot of mitigating
100%.
circumstances which create somebody's identity.
Yeah.
But your prison analogy is interesting because he wasn't in prison, and
Yeah, but
there weren't there. I don't. Do you really think a lot of people? From everything I read, nobody was
Man.
like, "Oh, dude, that guy's a man." From everything I read, it was like, "What an idiot!"
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is, in his head.
Oh,
in
okay,
his
I
brain,
see what you mean. You're right. This was
This is
That's what he defaulted
This is what I
to.
want to. This is what I want to kind of clarify.
It's the male
Prison
default.
Is alpha brain, right? It's
Right,
just
right.
like this. I'm a man. I will show you I'm a man.
gotcha.
Don't mess with me because I'm a man. Like that's what prison is. Like you either get out of the way of whatever man's around you,
Yeah,
or you battle to
Women
be
do
the man.
same thing amongst women.
It's different.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
completely different. Those are two different worlds. Sometimes it's crazy. Sometimes they fight.
well, yeah.
But it's
there's
way
still a
more
domineering-
manipulative.
yeah.
This is just head on 2 rams in a
It's
field.
y'all are physical.
This is 2 rams in a field.
yeah, y'all are manipulative.
Yeah. Sit down. No. I'm just kidding.
I am sit down.
Sit down outside.
No. Sit on the floor.
But what I'm saying is prison is basically, it's a man's brain.
Right. Okay.
It's just a bunch of men in a man's brain.
It's far more simplified.
Yeah, it's very simple, but there's rules that if you don't
Yes.
follow, you're not a man.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah,
I
rules
was
number
about to
1.
say, but you just broke the first rule.
So now we're gonna have to fight you.
I'm not in Fight Club, and I'm not a
Not
man,
anymore.
so I can talk about Fight Club.
Since we just kicked you out.
God, his name.
I didn't ask for an invite, so.
But
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But anyway, that's-
Yeah.
that's what's going on inside his head before that moment.
okay.
Is like, I gotta do something. This is an opportunity, not only to show my wife that I'm a man,
Hmm.
to show this fool to shut up, that I don't mess with a man. And then
'Cause I'm the man.
slaps him.
And it wasn't even like a manly slap.
Yo.
Punch
So
him.
yeah, he hasn't clearly.
Right.
No, clearly. He wouldn't last in prison. You can't go around slapping people in
Yeah.
prison. You'll get.
That works in a female prison.
Can you imagine him just?
I've never been in a female prison. I'll take
Orange
your
is
word
the
for
New
it.
Black. Okay, gosh.
Orange is, that was real life. That was a
Basically, like,
documentary.
real.
That was a documentary.
Honestly, I think that was a fomentary.
Crazy Eyes is a real lady, and she's in prison.
I met her.
I've seen
I
her.
met
I've seen her. She saw me.
She's in my dreams.
I've been visiting her in prison for a long time now. Actually, every time an episode comes on, I write to her.
But man, simple brains, but
Yeah.
yet so complexly stupid.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. Simple
Like-
brain.
We're not complex in any good way.
No. No.
We're complex in the worst possible
In the
way.
worst way. Like the easiest worst ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the black and white just immediately
Yeah.
gets twisted.
Not like a whole maze of colors that
No,
I've got to
no, yeah.
navigate. No.
Two colors.
Black, white, and I'm going to screw it up.
It's still going to get messed up
Yes.
because humans.
Wires
man.
crossed.
Yeah, wires cross.
You know.
Yeah. That's. Anyway. Happy Easter, y'all.
It is a happy Easter.
It is. What should we talk about on this Easter Day?
5 topics later.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Hey,
we had to navigate. We had to get here.
And
We always
now
get a
we're at the beginning.
there's always a pre-show
Yeah.
monologue. We had a couple of monologues,
Yeah.
so
There's a. Would we call it a preamble?
a prologue.
Prodigalog.
A what?
A preamble?
Yeah, there you go. A couple preambles.
Why do you call it a preamble but not a postamble?
That's a good question. That black and white colors.
The English language.
It's like
Yeah.
hanky panky.
Yeah.
Hanky
What do you mean?
panky.
Like, as a guy,
Mm-hmm.
you're hoping that if the date goes
Everything
well,
goes good.
you
You get the
end up
hanky.
with a little hanky panky.
Right.
But you never get the
But-
hanky hanky.
Well, most of the time, though, it's just the hanky, right?
Yeah.
But if you hanky too much, then you're not ready for the panky.
Yeah.
So there is no hanky panky.
Yeah.
But there's never any panky. It's got to be hanky panky.
Yeah. You can't have.
There's no panky.
You can't just have panky.
Right. You can only have hanky panky.
Doesn't work.
But you can have hanky.
You
But
can have
without
some
the
hanky.
panky.
Yeah. There's always room for some hanky.
But there's
Never room for just
right.
panky.
Yeah.
That makes
Why
sense.
is that?
I guess because
What are you two
you
talking
can't
about?
have you can't have dessert without dinner. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, you can.
Well, you can, but then it's just your dinner.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. That's just,
yeah. We'll just cut that. We'll cut that into
Yeah.
its own thing. We'll put it out there. You know,
Oh, hanky panky.
the hanky panky.
there's a lot of words though that are like that.
Yeah.
Like you can have. It's usually a chit chat, right? We're gonna have a chit chat.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a chat. Nobody
But
ever
there's
has
never
a
a
chit.
Yeah. And there's no chit. I was chitting it up with this guy.
Yeah.
And like
You.
he'd be like, "You shit."
I was chatting him. I
It's
was
like a tic tac.
I mean, yeah. No. Not really.
You can't just have a tag
You can't. What?
or a tick.
That doesn't even kind of make sense. But it does at the same time. Yeah, okay.
no.
It didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense. But it kind of did. Because if you cut up, I see where you're going.
That's my female brain.
He
trying to
saw
relate.
the 17 stops down the line that you had to get to in
Yes.
order to
Yeah.
achieve.
I saw the U-turns.
The effort. You saw the effort.
I saw a couple U-turns and a left,
Like,
and
what
then you came back to
are
the
they
main
talking
road.
about?
And I'm all about U-turns and left turns and right turns
Yeah.
because
How do you
generally
get anywhere without them?
to back up your comment about male brain over complexifying simple
things.
stuff. I refuse to go from point A to point B when I can go from A to Z and H and
Yeah.
And then
G
something
and
so simple as
Q
your
and
hanky
M.
panky.
Well, you know,
was
Um,
amplified into such complications.
Of course.
Completely.
But you know what? I always equate my life to plankton. Okay?
Okay.
From SpongeBob.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Because in the SpongeBob movie, he was like, yeah, I've tried everything. Plan A to Y. And his computer wife is like,
See?
what about Z? And he's like, Z? Okay, yeah. Oh, here it is. Yeah, plan Z. Oh, yeah, let me this is it. And then he put everything on plan Z to work because it's the last plan,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right? Like that's it. And then when that doesn't work, he's like, yeah, I'll be back. But like you just ran through all your plans. You didn't learn anything from
Yeah.
plan A to Z that it's not going to work. That's me.
Okay.
That is me. I'm like, yo, I'll just come up with plan Z1 and then plan Z3 and then plan Z8 and just keep going. That cycle of like, oh, I'll just plan it out. Oh, you know what? I'll just plan it out.
You have like this branch, it's the whole alphabet, right? And then you have little branches down each letter.
Yeah.
And then it's just this.
Well, that's plan S. That's plan
We're
Y.
on A98, plan A98.
Yep. And then my man brain is like, yeah, but the next plan, I know what I did wrong on this one to change,
Oh, okay. That's what
That
I'm saying.
one.
Yeah.
and then I just keep going. That's man brain. That's my brain.
As opposed to realizing none of the plans are going to work.
None of the plans are going to work. None of them.
Just chalk up
You
the
just gotta-
loss
yeah.
and move on.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Well, and we've talked about that. Our brains have that.
You just
Like-
described someone we work with.
Well, it's the whole fixating.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because
it's gotta
I
work.
can fix it. I can fix it.
Well, or
I'm the man who
not
can
just
fix it.
not just
Yeah.
the fixing it, but also the 100 different outcomes that I create as potentially could occur.
Right.
And then whenever whatever it is happens,
Mm-hmm.
it's none of the outcomes
That you
which I planned for. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plankton.
And all of the ones that I planned for were drastically worse than the
Not
one
only
that actually
worse,
came to fruition.
Not only worse, but there would have had to been more effort on your part.
Oh, completely.
Like
yeah.
10 times the effort.
Yeah.
Instead of you weren't ready for the low ball.
Yeah.
You weren't ready for the ball to bounce to your knee.
Yeah.
You were ready for it to hit you in the teeth.
Yeah. And there's your complexifying.
You had
even a
all
word.
See, for me,
Complexifying this the
Genuinity.
dumb.
yeah.
Yes, genuinity.
Yeah.
Complexifying genuinity.
Put that
Duh.
on a shirt.
But
By the way, we need to make those shirts. We have a lot of shirts
we
now.
keep forgetting to even like attempt it. That's
Yeah.
the thing. But yeah, we do have a lot of shirt ideas.
Yeah.
It's getting out of control.
Switching to two.
Switching to two.
Cappy. I just have to figure out how to spell cappy.
Well, it's got to
Is
be
it C?
it's
Because if
C-
you put CH,
Ooh, I bet-
it's going to be choppy.
I bet AI can come up with it. Make this into a T-shirt.
Well,
By
how
the
about
way-
you just do
Copy.
No. How about you just do CAH? Cappy.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's copy then.
Cappy.
Like copy.
Cappy. Well, but putting the yeah.
Maybe just
Cappy.
Put this
CAPY?
into a New York voice.
Oh, in New York.
In
can
New
have
York accent.
Copy in
Cappy.
New York accent.
Yeah.
Or where? Was
Get
she
in the
from
car.
New York?
Somewhere north.
Somewhere north.
Maybe just Midwestern. Midwestern accent.
Okay.
Cappy.
Cappy. Have you ever used ChatGPT on a
Yeah.
completely different?
Yeah.
What's your opinion of that?
It's genius.
Is it okay?
It's absolutely genius.
It's fun.
I've never utilized it. How would one go about doing that?
You're gonna have
Just
to
type
download
in-
it.
Oh,
so
really? Okay.
first of all, do you want a really smart program or do you want like the bare bones.
Well, I don't even know if I'm going to utilize it. This stemmed from a conversation.
So you want to try it out.
Well, yeah, it stemmed from a conversation I had with a guy that used to be at the house who's moving right back in the right direction, which is super exciting.
Nice.
But he was just talking about how he utilized this Chat GPT to have some very interesting conversations about some stuff that was going on in his life, and he was just like, it's really crazy.
So
The sort of the feedback that he got, like, and not feeling like it was, the point was not, oh, it's weird or anything. That the point was like, this is really profound. Like what I'm getting back is very helpful, I feel.
here's the only thing,
you know.
Here's the only thing that I want to say right now. When you do that, you are immediately putting your beliefs on the table, right? And then you're asking a computer to shuffle up
You're
your
making
beliefs.
Yes.
this computer your
Don't get me
god.
wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong.
I
That
bet
can be
one of the
really
little G's controls Chat GPT.
that can be really beneficial because man brain,
Yeah.
we like to complicate the simple black and white things.
Yeah.
But now you're not learning anything. Now you're absorbing it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So instead of letting your head work it out,
You're just
every
it's
mistake
being worked out for you. And
every
you're being
mistake
told.
that you
It's like reading your horoscope.
kind of a little bit, but every mistake that you've done, are you going to learn from it, or are you just going to put it into Chat GPT and then learn how to plan B it? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like
That
you're
makes
turning
sense.
it into
Yeah.
a plan. Don't get me wrong, that I'm sure it's really helpful for a lot of people. That's what's dangerous about it, is because it's going to help you. 100%. There's designed to help. That's what it does.
But at what cost?
Well, it's up to you. How bad is your brain
Yeah.
going to absorb the information and now put it in every aspect of your life instead of maybe just a business, maybe just a situation?
Yeah.
Your chat.
Now you're walking around with this program like, haha, I have unlocked my life.
Yeah. You're asking
Don't
questions
get me
about your
wrong.
relationships.
Oh, right.
Don't get me
What
wrong.
should I
Okay.
do?
Okay. I
Yeah.
see. I
It's
see.
going to help you.
Yeah, I won't download it.
Right. But you
I
can
just
use
like
it.
making funny pictures on there.
Yeah. You can use it for other
Seriously?
things.
Yeah. Oh, Photoshop, like all the Adobe suites, use AI as well. So, like, let's say I have a photo of a beach.
Okay.
You can outline the water part and say, make the water dark purple. And then the water's dark purple. Like, the little AI comes up and like, hey.
Interesting.
That way you don't have to go in and do
by
it
hand.
yourself.
I'll show you Copilot because
Okay.
it's basically Chat GPT, but like stage 1.
Okay.
He uses it to like
I
come
do
up
it
with
to
logos
just
and different designs.
come up with a
and
logo,
stuff.
come up with maybe like
Give an idea to bounce off.
yeah, a different idea of the logo, and then maybe I'll send 3 logos to her. I'll have her chop out this thing and this thing from
And
it,
maybe add
and then make
something
our
else in
own
there.
logo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I use it as a tool. Okay, I don't
Yeah.
use it as a therapy.
Definitely should
As a
not
guide.
control.
Don't
your
get me
life.
wrong though, it does help.
Yeah.
It will help you. That's what's so dangerous, is that it will help you in every aspect of your life that you need help in. It's gonna work. That's what's scary,
Yeah.
because it's gonna work. Is this thing on? It works. That's what's scary,
That is frightening to think about.
because now you have an answer for everything. You have an answer for anything.
We have our little AI companion now on our devices.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I haven't used it.
I haven't used it either, but I wanna try it.
Nikki was saying something about it. She was like, yeah, you can just like ask it like how to
Anything.
do so and so, and I was like,
Yeah, it's dangerous.
my man brain is like, Why would I do that? Wouldn't it be better to struggle for like an hour and a half trying to figure it out myself?
That's us, dude. And then, but this
Simplify. What is wrong with you?
you know what? We got to realize though, this next generation coming up, these Gen Zs and under, they're gonna use AI to
Do everything.
do everything, like what your friend did.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna input situations, they're gonna input business plans, they're gonna input their relationship problems, their life problems into it and get answers. America will run on AI. I'm talking the president of the United States at some point is going to use AI
Yeah.
to make decisions.
If not already.
I'm sure the board does.
As
Well, think about it.
As
How
close
many
to Musk
corporations?
as he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how many corporations use AI to figure out a formula,
Oh, yeah.
write a email, write a theory, blah 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 blah. The list goes on, and a lot of the time it's passed as original work because they just changed some things.
Mm.
Well, it's probably gonna.
AI created Ozempic.
Well, and what's, but that brings up an interesting thought too, though, is used to be if I used somebody else's work, even if I changed up a couple of words here and there, they would come calling. That's my right song.
Yeah.
This is my song. I have an example of my song, so you can find out how they stole it. Right? You know, dun 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 dun, dun, as opposed to ours goes dun 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 ding. You know, like whatever Vanilla Ice said.
Yeah.
But isn't AI going to come out and be like, actually, I wrote that paper for Billy 3 nights ago when he asked me about writing a paper on history. That's not Billy's paper. That's my paper. Well, AI is not going to do that, to my knowledge. So there's, to your point, we're moving quickly in a direction of where you don't have to do that. I think
It's easy to spot though, as far as
really.
Yeah, there's believe it or not, there's other AI programs
spot the AIs.
that are there to spot the
We got
AI.
AI to watch the AI to watch the AI.
So you're being babysat by AI while AI is being utilized as a tool. So it's
This hurts my head.
it's getting muddy.
Yeah.
It's getting muddy.
That's it. I'm throwing my phone out the window.
Which makes sense though about you talking about like you that the issue therein is that I don't, while it's helpful, I'm removing the need for me to actually think anything through because
So-
I just ask a question and it provides me with an answer.
There you
So
go.
that's my answer, not what did I go through to get to this answer.
Yes.
You gave me the answer, that's my answer.
That's the answer.
Why did you respond to my comment that way? Well, that's what it told me to do. Did you not think that maybe that wasn't okay? Well, why would I have thought that it wasn't okay? That's what it told me to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
terrifying.
Well, that's not you're believing this thing, everything of it. Like, okay, let's say I'm like, what should I wear on my vacation in Mexico next week? The weather is blah 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 for next week. You could wear shorts, t-shirt all week long. It will not drop below this temperature.
Yeah.
You believe that. That's because it's facts, it's logic, it's reason, it's consumable immediately. It's fast food, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. For the brain.
It's fast food for the brain. You're like, yup, it is going to be packing shorts and t-shirts. Okay. Cold front moves in or whatever. Or maybe it's just you're in a cold airport. Well, you just packed shorts and t-shirts because the weather outside is going to be hot.
It's frightful.
Yeah.
So situationally,
I probably had that one.
Well,
So
sad.
situationally, you're not prepared. But
No.
you're prepared to be outside all week. You're prepared to be outside all
Yeah.
week. But and a cold
You're
airport.
prepared for the weather in Mexico because that's all you gave it.
So there's your belief.
Oh, yeah. And then that brings up, okay, so then you
So
got
now
to make
you're-
sure you're feeding all of the potential
Yes,
characteristics
yes.
of whatever
Plan
it is
A
you're
through Z.
asking it about
Plan
in
A.
order to get all the potential answers to whatever it is you're asking about. I can't say
Yes.
my girlfriend told me that I look like a Smurf. How should I respond to that?
Uh-huh.
I need to say she'd just gotten off a long day at work.
Yep.
She's been working 10-hour days for 5 days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I
called her
a name.
a sloth.
Yeah, a sloth, right, exactly. I told her that she needs to wake up earlier because she's sleeping all day. I need to put all that stuff in as opposed to, well, you shouldn't accept that. You need to break up with her.
So-
we're breaking up.
So
Is that our neighbor?
exactly. So now you're going to have a whole generation of people that have answers right now.
Yeah.
They don't have to think about it. They don't have to work
Yeah.
anything out. There's no equation
Yeah.
to their day because they just input.
It's a new breed of mouth breathers.
But you have to realize
Can't say mouth breather anymore.
he probably can't.
No, that's probably true.
You know what? Get out. No.
I'm canceled.
But now you have a whole generation that just has
Well-
answers to everything,
And I
and they believe all of them.
I can understand the appeal
Oh
of
yeah.
not having to go through what my brain puts me through every time I encounter
Unsure.
something or am unsure about the potential outcome and then torment myself about what that outcome could be. I can see the appeal of the idea of not having to
It's
navigate
amazing.
that. But why would I want that? Because I don't ever
Are you
learn
saying
anything
that-
about myself if I don't navigate through the ups and downs of
Yeah.
that thought
So
process.
are you saying that you're not living life? You're doing life. You're not living life.
Wait, what?
You're doing life. Meaning
What do
it's
you
a
mean?
job. You're inputting the problem.
Oh. Thanks. That was, yeah. Okay.
You're doing life.
You're doing life. Yeah,
You're
you're
not
not living
living
life.
life.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
You're
well
doing
said.
life like it's a job.
It's a job.
Instead of
That's
just-
another good shirt.
instead of
Live
just-
life. Don't do life.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. People might misunderstand that, though. Don't go to prison.
Live life. Don't do.
Yeah, they can get muddy quick.
YOLO's on the back.
See, but that's another thing that
I already switched to two a long time ago.
but that's another thing that can get muddy.
Yes.
Is out of context.
gosh.
Out of context
Yes.
words like that because that's
I don't know what you mean.
yeah, what are you talking about? Even though AI is like probably has like 89 million variations of voices that they
Oh
can do
my
now.
gosh.
Okay,
What do
see
you wanna
now
do
okay.
today?
See now this is becoming more and more interesting the further along we go because
Yeah.
now I'm thinking like again, as I alluded to, you said there's an AI in the device. Not once have I ever. In fact, full disclosure here, so everyone can laugh. Wednesday. It was Thursday, and I got into work, and one of our 2 tiers for drive ups says drive, really pretty drive up on the side, right? And it wasn't at the front, and I was like, yes, and I was like,
Drive
I cannot find the 2 tier, and Alina was like, I think it's some so I'm like on the walkie. If anybody's seen the drive up 2 tier, please let me know. Give me the location. I'll come get it.
Yeah.
Nobody's seen it. Walking. I'm sorry. I've gone to the OP hold space like 4 times to get drive up orders
Okay.
and have moved something out of my way 4 times to get to the drive up orders. And like, how could it have gone? It can't have left the building. And the 5th time I go back to grab the bag and I'm moving it out of the way, I'm like, well, I'll be.
Hey,
There it is.
I know you.
It's right there. So that means I've been operating, right? And so it actually ended up being a very beneficial thing because I was like,
You
okay,
are the
I
two-tier.
needed literally. But no, it was like it was that clarity of you're moving too fast.
Yeah.
And you need
Yeah.
to slow down because you're not paying attention to anything going on
Yeah.
immediately around you.
So
You're
imagine,
like, right?
So imagine that, right? That mindset.
Yeah.
And you're inputting things into a device and you're just getting the answers. You're just
and you're
getting the
boom,
answers.
boom, boom, boom,
Everything
boom.
that's around you, it doesn't matter right now.
Download, overload.
It's just the answers.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's
You miss a lot.
oh,
You're gonna
completely. You're gonna miss
You're going to miss.
stupid amounts of stuff.
Yeah. That black and white, well, you're saying screw it. I don't even need to think about the black and white. I'm just going to do what this thing tells me to do because it makes sense. It's logic. It's reason. I understand it.
And
And
Well,
it's almost a mathematic formula,
Yeah.
meaning this outcome that it's giving me, I'm going to achieve something from it.
you have something on your face.
Got it.
so this reminds me, because we have those we've talked about, like, I'm like, oh, well, I remember going to the library
Yeah.
and making copies from encyclopedias or whatever.
Yeah.
This is that going back to what you said about the generational thing, where I am not going to utilize this potential tool because I'm like, why would I want anything to do with that? I've spent all of my life thinking, tormenting though it may be, I've spent my whole life doing it this way. And I'm going to be the old fuddy-duddy on the porch who's like, I'm going to continue to think for myself. But if you start teaching a youngster, hey, there are all these answers at your
Right now.
fingertips that you can get
Right
by
now.
just doing it right now. Well, it would be silly for me to be like, well, why would you do that? What about thinking? They're going to be like, you're crazy, old man.
You're going to be here all night thinking about it.
Thinking about it, yeah. And I'm like, you're
That's
right.
kind of the
I
point.
can. So the new thing, instead of when I was your age, I used to walk uphill 5 miles both ways to go to school.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be when I was your age,
I
used to
thought-
think about it for 3 hours
Yeah. Yeah.
instead of
There was
typing it on my...
work.
Yeah.
I mean, I think about before I started Googling everything, okay? Before I started Googling every question
Yeah.
that would hit my head,
Mm.
I actually problem solved my life.
Mm.
I didn't look at the equation to do it right.
Yeah.
I never looked at the equation to do it right. I looked at all of the problems. Thomas Edison
Mm.
creating the light bulb.
Yeah.
Do you think if AI existed back then, he would have been like, "Oh, how do you make a light bulb? All right, there it is. Let's do it that way." Who knows?
Yeah.
He may have, but he had to do a million different ways to not make a light bulb.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, who knows? Who knows where we're headed right now?
Mm.
This could be cyborg territory where it's just like you're not using your fleshy brain,
Yeah.
you're using your logic and reason brain. And that logic and reason brain is directly connected to AI answers,
Yeah.
internet answers. Cultural norms are going to change because comments are becoming the internet now.
Yeah.
And most of them are not real people. Like, they're not who you think they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're bots. They're different accounts from the same person that just posted that. Like, it's...
I often notice that when there's like 5 or 6 comments, who's here in 2025?
Yeah, it's
I'm
on
like,
every
why is that
video.
6 different people that said the exact same thing.
It's...
Mm.
Yeah.
The ones I gravitate towards are the ones that have an explanation. Like, but now you're even making me question those. Like when I'm like, oh, that is so sweet. You know, like so and so passed away like 10 years ago, and we used to listen to this song, and then we played it at the funeral, and now every time I hear it, I get teary eyed.
Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's.
You're saying that's not even real.
Well, it might not be. That's what I want. That's what I want people to know.
Back now.
That's how I felt when I found out that Santa's not real.
We're running into that with the internet. We're running into that with the internet.
Wait,
It's
what?
like finding
Go
out
back?
that Santa's
Wait,
not
no,
real.
go back. What you just say?
It's like when I found out that Santa's not real.
Who said Santa's not real?
Throws a fit.
I know him.
AI's like, no, Santa's real.
My phone starts beeping. Don't listen to her.
Don't listen to her. She doesn't know.
She.
We've got a 2319. We've got a 2319.
I'm gonna need you to switch.
We need to
four.
put her down.
We gotta put her down. Silence her.
Switch back to 2.
No, but the internet is a battleground right now.
Yeah.
And people don't see that.
I just want to go look at squirrels eating their little peanuts.
Again, there's
Well, it's that.
there's different sections of like what you're doing on the internet, right? There's self-indulgence, right? Like this whole like, I just want to look at this and feel okay.
Yeah.
I want to be comforted right now.
I want to be sedated.
Yeah. And the internet
And
can
you are,
sedate
yeah.
you so well
Yeah.
because not only if you're looking for information, it's there. If you're looking for
And then you can
entertainment,
go down a rabbit
it's
hole.
there. If you're looking for answers, it's there.
It's there.
If you're looking for a dad, there's probably one on YouTube
Oh my god.
that will tell you how to live your life
Yeah.
correctly. If you're looking for a preacher, there's probably one on YouTube. If you're looking for a programmer, there's probably one on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're looking for
Anything.
a
How do I fix my window?
If you're looking for a spouse,
It's on YouTube.
a mate.
I'm looking for my
I
mate.
need a mate. Oh, chat GBT. Where is my mate?
Find me my mate.
You have 5 new Tinder swipes.
Right.
That match perfectly with your profile.
Yep. I inputted all of your likes and dislikes. Here's what I've come up with.
That's got to be the one.
She's the
That's
one.
gotta be the
She
one.
likes drinking ice cream that's melted on the counter late at night
And chugging Mountain Dew.
and chugging
Yeah.
Mountain Dew on the back of a truck.
Yep. That's my soulmate.
That's my girl.
She's currently married to someone else. It
That doesn't matter.
Yep.
We'll go get her.
Yeah.
ChatGPT, how do you break up a marriage?
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
you
Here's a
start by-
step-by-step guide on how to break up a marriage.
Ugh. Yeah.
Do you want me to print this off? Yes.
No, I don't want there to be a paper trail.
No paper trail. Even though they can all see what I'm doing with you
Yeah.
at all times.
At all keystrokes.
Every keystroke.
We'll get
Wait.
like little chips implanted, little AI
Well, Elon-
chips.
That's
and
right
then
wants
around
to
we'll-
do
yeah,
that.
that's right around the corner. Anyway.
We'll have special lenses.
We're close. We're close. I almost wanted that.
On a totally
Not in my brain, on my face. I almost wanted glasses that were like, hey, hey, what do I do with this
computer.
computer right now?
Yeah.
It has this warning thing, and I don't know how to get rid of it. Boop, boop. Hit Control F, and then you
Yeah.
just. I know it's scary because you can have whatever you want right now. Any
That's
piece
true.
of information, you can have that right now.
Whether it's beneficial or not, you
Whether
can have
it matters,
Yeah.
whether it's going to benefit you or not, it's.
Whether it's going to be completely destructive.
I had a dream the other night that I was collecting things. Just collecting fast food. I was just collecting it. Like there was just things around. I was like, yeah, I could use that at some point. I'm gonna use that at some point. Ooh, I'll get that. My brother likes this. I'll go get that for him. My family likes that kind of stuff. Ooh, yep. And I'm just going around collecting things. I'm not gonna use them.
I think that's an analogy for
Oh,
information.
my whole life. My
Oh,
whole
man.
life, I've been collecting information in my brain. And I've been collecting answers, beliefs. And AI is the perfect answer to collecting.
Mm.
Any collector out there, Go use AI. You'll never leave your house ever again. You'll be like, oh, I have every answer I ever need right now.
Yeah, that's really
That's
frightening.
yeah. So I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to
Okay.
not collect anything except
Especially fast food.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fast food in the whole information world. I gotta stop.
Yeah.
Because it's too easy. Just like fast food in the real world. Like,
Yeah.
it's just too easy. A couple extra dollars, I can have it right now.
Mm.
I can have a double bacon cheeseburger.
Instead of baking my brain for the answer.
A brain bake. A brain bake
Brain bake.
is important.
It is. You gotta cook it.
You do.
Cook it on the back. Brain bake.
That's not bad.
Brain bake.
Write that down.
You smell that?
It's my brain.
It's brain break.
What is it in Talladega Nights?
What?
You smell
If you smell something crispy and delicious, it's not your tailpipes.
It's a little
bit of shake and bake. Yeah.
Shake it bake. Shake it bake.
Say it again, I love it.
Slingshot.
Oh, man. Have you not seen that movie?
I have.
Ricky,
I just-
baby.
I didn't.
Break it, Pepe Le Pew.
I didn't find it quite as humorous
You
as most
will
people I know.
kiss
Really?
me.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Ricky,
God. I thought it was
baby.
one of the best movies. I like dry comedy, though.
Oh,
I'm a really big fan of that.
everybody just keep eating.
Everybody keep eating. It's going to get wild. I'll hold your hair.
What's funny about that movie?
Get down here.
That
I've been slaying
movie-
over this all day.
That
It's Taco
movie
Bell.
is more funny to me through other people than it was on its own. Like I
Us
saw it
impersonating
and
it?
I was yeah, I saw it and I was like, But now when people do it, I think it's hilarious. Like it's jumped from being funny on its own to being more humorous.
I think that's why me and her like it. Like, yeah, in the moment, it's
yeah.
entertaining.
Yeah.
But it's
But,
so
like,
much
to
better when you're
repeat it?
doing it. Yeah, when you're doing it, it's like,
yeah,
you
because
know,
you can just take little
60%
parts.
of the time it works every time. You know?
Yeah,
Sex
exactly.
Panther.
Anchorman.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's entertaining.
I think all of Will Ferrell's movies.
It's entertaining
probably
right now.
Fall into that category.
But later,
Yeah.
that line hits
yeah.
every
I put a
time.
firefly up my butthole
Why?
so my farts could glow. I touch myself to Drew Carey from The Price is Right.
Yeah, like, again, all of those comedy movies. When do you think they're gonna start doing AI scripts? Like,
Oh my
full
gosh.
AI script? Like,
No humor.
AI is just cranking out movies.
There
When-
will be no humor left.
No, I feel like it's gonna be pretty humorous
Probably.
because you're still gonna have human actors.
Have you seen the
Wow.
trailer for Tron Ares?
No,
Oh, really?
you think AI did the CGI for it?
Probably.
Well, considering the
1000%.
storyline is about an AI character brought from the Tron world into our world.
That's so ironic.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
he has to he has to
What's it called? Tron what?
Tron Ares, Ares.
Tron Ares.
Okay.
Like he's the
When's it coming
the
out?
did you like the last
MCP.
Tron that came out?
I enjoyed it.
It's been a
It
while.
wasn't the
since
original. It wasn't the original.
Ooh, we should
but
rewatch Tron.
The MCP, right? Master Control Program or whatever.
Yeah.
Sends an AI, so somebody out of their programming into the world to accomplish something.
Okay.
As best I can tell. But the trailers look stupid good. Because
Yeah.
it's like all of the neatness of the original Tron that looked like video gamey kind of
Yeah.
has now been updated to hyper realistic CGI.
CGI.
You know, if that even when you watch the trailer, you know what I mean. It just looks really neat.
I
Like
really liked
a
Tron.
feast for the eyes,
I thought it was
kind
cool.
of. Jeff Bridges,
Oh, okay.
Jared Leto.
Of course.
Oh,
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
yeah. Be Chang.
I don't mind Jared Leto as long as he's not in real life.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. You
Yeah.
like whatever character he comes
Yes,
up with. You're
love
like,
it.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Do
Just-
that.
Just
Oh my
don't
gosh.
Just
do
don't
you.
Yeah, don't do you.
Yeah.
Do that character.
Yeah.
I feel that way about a lot of actors.
Yeah.
Like, that actor's great, but you stink, dude. You're...
Bill Hader,
Yeah.
completely different.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Love the guy,
His
and the
characters
rest of it are just bonus.
his characters are bonus from just
Jason
him.
Bateman, love the
Yeah,
guy.
I don't really know much about it. I haven't seen many interviews with him or anything.
22 years sobriety.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. He's also Guinness World Record for the youngest person to direct a television show. He's 18 when he directed an episode of a show he was on called The Hogan Family or something that was on in the 80s.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Pretty
that.
cool.
Huh.
Yeah.
Bet AI didn't tell you that one.
Yeah, there you
You're
go.
like,
I looked
I
that up
lived
on
it.
my own. Granted, I had to type in some search parameters, but I
Well,
looked
yeah,
it
yeah,
up.
yeah. No, I know. I get it. I get it.
So yeah, I mean that's
Crazy.
but I'm gonna try and look at this the same way I've looked at everything else, which is every time that I want to, run to the top of the hill and oh my God, everything is my parents would always be like, yeah, we went through that. We might not have known about it as quickly
Yeah.
because we didn't have it at our fingertips.
Yeah.
We might not have whatever. But it's the same kind of take AI and insert whatever from back then, and to a point they're correct. What was it? In the 1950s. Oh my God, he's shaking his hips. This is completely unacceptable. This is not the kind of society we are. And then all of a sudden, a year and a half later,
They don't
everyone's
lie.
shaking their hips and wearing leather and having a pompadour and driving a fast car. The world is ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just whatever it is, it's kind of a thing. I feel that maybe AI is slightly different, but I still think it's kind of like, I don't know. It would be easy if I allowed my over
AI is not a trend,
complexifying
though.
of genuinity.
But here's the thing that I want to say. AI isn't a trend.
No,
It's not a trend. This is
here to stay.
technology.
Yeah,
This isn't like, oh, that dance move was wildly cool in that
And then
movie,
it's
and then it
gonna-
took over.
yeah,
No, this is a way of life.
yeah.
This is a left turn. 100% left turn to a new place, new city, new state,
Yeah,
new everything.
yeah.
So, don't get me wrong. I think AI is one of the best tools that will ever be used.
Yeah, it's really cool.
If used properly.
But in the hands of
Of
all
a
day,
mere mortal.
of a mere mortal stuck in his head that is just collecting information for right here, right now,
Yeah,
and bringing that into every day. That's a drug. That's a drug.
literally.
You want instant gratification right here, right now, fast food.
Mm-mm.
And I fell into that 100%.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong. I wasn't like, hey, AI, what should I eat today? No, just like big questions.
Today is sunny. You should have sunny side up eggs.
Thank you, AI.
Yeah.
Aggressive babes comes in. I'm cooking.
Smashes AI.
I already have dinner planned. Put that away.
No,
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Smashes my phone. Another one like gets delivered from
Yeah.
Amazon. Hi, I realized your phone got smashed. I'm back.
Probably so.
close.
You don't want to do that.
Was
You
the
don't-
What do
Black
you know
Mirror
what I wanna
episode?
do?
I get the shotgun out. I'm like, that's it.
There's a whole new set of Black Mirrors coming out. I think
I haven't watched Black
Imminently.
Mirror in forever.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute for me. Probably last.
Can't watch
2
Black
years
Mirror
ago?
before bed.
Why?
Well, it was it. I started watching it, and then I was like, I'm freaking myself out because
Yeah.
all the stuff that they were talking about was starting to happen, and I was like, I don't like the idea that you're ahead of what's happening before it's happening, even though
Yeah.
it was bound to happen.
it's just concepts.
That's too many happens.
Here,
Hamana.
don't get me wrong. They're just using like, again, probably like AI tactics.
To generate their
Yeah. They're just like
AI,
computerizing.
when's the world gonna end?
I think it's a little
As
bit.
soon as you press the button, what button? Yeah,
AI makes the button. It's like, here you go. We'll take over.
with the Tron thing, and then it creates the button. Yep. Goodness.
But it's gonna get dangerous.
That's
Don't-
for sure.
Don't believe everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Have a
not.
home plate.
and stay
Stick
close
to it. Yeah. Stay close to it.
And most of all, remain spiritually connected as well.
Yeah.
'Cause
And even
it's
that-
gonna be real easy to be pulled off base under false spirituality
That left-
pretenses.
One left turn
Yeah.
can take you through a whole city.
Yeah.
I've done that. I did that.
Busted the door down.
I drove a truck through that door.
Yeah.
I was like, we are going through that door. Let's go. And then I realized, oh, there's nothing out here. It's just pictures of stuff.
Yeah.
Whoa. There's just pictures of food. There's no food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
No.
yeah. So have a home plate.
Yep.
And then don't
I'm
stay
in.
out of the comments. Whatever you do, don't read what other people think. You can't read what you're just gonna digest other people's beliefs. I feel like that's what everybody's doing right now, is finding the best belief in the comment and then being like, yes.
That makes sense.
That's
Yep.
me. I think that. And look, it got 800 retweets, shares, whatever
Yeah.
they're doing to it, likes, whatever. They're like, look, everybody likes that. That's me. I believe that.
Yeah.
I should be famous because I believe that.
Lame.
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 Fake news.
Hoo-ah!